have of that. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's me. It's me. Um, it's been a while since I've uploaded one of these. Welcome back to the Story Corner. I'm gonna put a title right here, somewhere. Am I? I don't know. I might. I might not. I could. I could not. Welcome back to the Story Corner, Volume 6. I think I've done 6 of these. If that makes any sense whatsoever, I don't know. I'll look back and you'll see the title. You'll see the number of which one this is. But welcome, Happy New Year. This is the second day of the year, and I'm recording this on January 2nd, 2024. It's been a long-ass year. 2023 has had its ups and downs, and it has some downs. But we're here, and you see the locks. Not last time. If you saw the last video, you saw my locks. But last time I did face cam, my hair was not like this. I don't even think I had my hair out. I probably had a hat on, but I'm more comfortable in my hair. I think I need a retwist, but we're not going to talk about that right now. It has been a long ass year. 2023 has been. I lost my job at Walmart in February of last year, so it's almost been a year since then. Then I worked a couple of odd jobs. Then I worked here and there, and now I'm comfortable where I'm working now. And I'm not gonna say where I work now. If you know where I work, shut up, because you don't know where I work. So shut up about it. But yeah, I have a new job and I like it, and I'll probably be here for a bit. And I am going back to school in the fall, so that's fun. I've decided what I want to do as a career, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, unless you already know. And if you already know, shut up. Keep it to yourself. Shut up. But yeah, I'm in a better place now, and this is not what this episode's about, but I just wanted to give you a quick update on how I'm doing. I'm doing great. You can see I'm doing great because I'm here, and you see the things. The Switch and the clone helmet and the Xbox is down there, and that's not a bag of chips. It's a box of chips, but it's not filled with chips. It's movies and games and stuff, like the old people stuff, like the actual physical disc for a movie. I got a bunch of movies in there. I go to Goodwill all the time. I thrift for movies, clothes, all that. That's where I got this from. I got this actually from a Goodwill. I might do a Goodwill episode. Goodwill vlog? No, I don't want to, cause when I go out, I don't want to. I just be going out and chill. Vlog just seems annoying to me. Pointing a camera at everybody who doesn't want to be on camera. We're trying to be at the store, bro. Put the camera away. Enjoy life real quick. That's why I'm doing it here. I might do a haul of what I got at a Goodwill, but other than that, no. Can I get on topic? This episode isn't even about what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about amusement parks. This episode is about amusement parks because this light is crazy because I have to be like right here for my face to be like visible. Maybe I should not, because even if I'm right here, then you'll see that the light, I don't have anything to cover that with yet. I don't have any like nails or clips or push pins to like put up a blanket right there on my window, so the sun's just beaming on me. I could do this at night. I could try again at night, but then I'm not gonna want to do this at night. So it's like I gotta suffer. But anyway, back to what this episode is about amusement parks, because I've been editor cut that right now. But I've been to multiple amusement parks, and I wanted to share my experiences with them, the ups and downs, if you will, of amusement parks. If you got that joke, it was a roller coaster reference, and I'm going to move on from there. The first amusement park I remember going to was Carowinds. So I used to live in North Carolina when I was a kid, and we went to Carowinds. I don't think I've ever been to Six Flags. I think there's a Six Flags down there. But Carowinds was like the number one amusement park we went to when I was a kid. And I remember it so vividly. I remember there was this one, I think it was a Reptar roller coaster that I went on so many times. If I could find a picture of it, I'll pull it up so you can see what I'm talking about. But I went on, like, Rugrats was my thing back then. I fucked with Rugrats heavy back then. So that Rugrats themed roller coaster, so many times I went on that. And honestly, as many times as we went to Carowinds, that is the only one I can remember. I can't remember any other ride. I have a list of all the ones I can remember, and that is the only one that I can remember. But if I could go back to an amusement park, like out of all of the things that I have listed now, it'd probably be Carowinds, just to revisit, go down memory lane. It probably wouldn't be the same, because I was like younger than 10 when I went to the Carowinds, and so, you know, I don't remember too much. Well, how old am I? I'm 23 now. My birthday was in November. Yeah, I'm old. I feel old. My body feels old. It sucks. If somebody told me getting old felt like this, I probably wouldn't get old. I'd probably just die at 16 or something. This is ridiculous. But no, I do miss Carowinds, and I do plan on having like a whole trip down memory lane type of vacation soon, hopefully. I don't know. If life permits it, you know, because I can plan ahead, but it doesn't mean my plans are gonna be able to be fulfilled. I don't know if that's the right sentence, the words. It doesn't really matter if it is. Another thing, it's not an amusement park, but carnival rides. We used to go to carnivals all the time. None of them really having a name, or even if they did have a name, I was too young to know at the time. So I was kind of just like, yeah, let's go to the carnival. Ferris wheels. I think I've only ever been on a Ferris wheel one time, and I can't even say for certain I have. I don't remember. I want to say I have. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. But the carnival was a cool place to go, because I remember my dad played this game, and he got this eagle for me. And I don't remember where this was, whether it was Virginia or North Carolina or wherever the millions of other places I've lived. But I remember specifically, he got me an eagle, and I had that thing for so long. I think I only recently got rid of it. Not got rid of it, but lost it in like a move or something. But I remember it so vividly. I remember having it here, so I remember it was recent. It was in the past 10 years at the very least. You know what I mean? But yeah, I remember that near and dear. And I just thought I'd bring it up because I remembered it, and it's in theme. You know, that's all I have to say about carnivals, because I don't really go to carnivals. They're not that fun to me anymore. I don't know. They're kind of just the same. I feel like you go to one, you go to all. But I could be wrong. If you love carnivals, let me know. Carnivals are cool. I just don't mess with them that heavy anymore. And, alright, on to the next one. I am just reading off a list. I actually came prepared. Usually I just talk in these, you know what I mean? And I'll talk for like 30 minutes about absolutely nothing. But now I actually have a list to read off of, and to go, you know, so I can have a one-track mind. Except for the beginning of this video, you know, it wasn't really any of that. On to the next one, Disney World. Only went the one time, but I can tell you I remember my trip to Disney World, because it was Disney World in Florida or something. So that was the first time I was ever in Florida, number one. And number two, my entire family, so my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, all of my cousins that I knew at the time, and me and my brother and my mom and dad, of course, all of us. So it was like all of the immediate family and the extended family, etc., etc. Everyone came to Disney World. That was the first time I ever went. It was my favorite trip, and I would go again, but I don't have money to go again. I would like to go again eventually, but I remember it so vividly because I remember exactly what I ate for breakfast. I remember exactly what I did in the morning. I remember exactly everything. I'm gonna break it down to you. Here's a visual. So it was a cool hotel. The first time, I want to say it's the first time I've been in like a hotel for real, for like a vacation, like an actual vacation resort hotel. You know what I mean? So we went in the hotel, and it was like we drove there. So it was like a 14-hour drive from Virginia. I think it was a long ass drive. I don't remember how long it was, but it was the longest trip I've ever taken. So it was from Virginia to Florida, and we drove there, and it was the longest. I'm not repeating myself, but it was a long drive. And I remember when we got there, we went to sleep, and we woke up the next day to go to the amusement park, and I remember what I had for breakfast, right? Imagine the hotel, right? Close your eyes. Imagine in the hotel, you wake up, Agent Cody Banks is playing on the TV, and yes, that does date exactly when I went to Disney World. It was either Agent Cody Banks 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure it was 1. But that was one of my favorite movies at the time, and it was on the TV. All my cousins were surrounded watching it. I was about to join them, but I had to make me a pack of oatmeal. I don't know why I closed my eyes, but I'm remembering. I'm painting the picture. So everybody was watching Agent Cody Banks in the corner on the TV. It was like a decently sized TV. I don't know. And then I went in the kitchen to make my oatmeal. So I always eat apple cinnamon oatmeal. It's my favorite oatmeal whatsoever. I love it, love it, love it. So I made my apple cinnamon oatmeal. Could have put a couple of packets of sugar in there just to sweeten it up a little bit, sweeten a little more. I like my oatmeal sweet. So I put a little packet of oatmeal in there, of sugar in there. Stirred it up. Got me a glass of milk, because milk and oatmeal are a heavenly combo. I don't know who eats milk or orange juice and oatmeal. Not me. I know it's not me. But if you do, that's weird to me. Anyway, so I made my oatmeal, and then I got toast. Now this is what I used to do. I don't know if anyone else does this. I'm pretty sure other people do this, but I do it. I don't do it now because I don't eat oatmeal as much. But I used to do it all the time. So I would get my toast and my oatmeal, and I would just scoop the oatmeal, put it on the toast, and eat it like that. Like it was like a jam or something, you know? And it was delicious, and I remember the taste of it. If I look back, I can always remember the exact taste it tasted like, and exactly how I ate it. I ate around it, and I ate the center. And that's how I eat all my sandwiches. If I have like a regular sandwich, I'm gonna eat around it, and then eat the middle part. The middle part's the best part, if you don't know. If that's the quick tutorial on how to eat sandwiches, that's the only way to eat sandwiches. Corner, 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 middle. That's it. If you eat a sandwich any other type of way, you're wrong. Number one. And if you eat the middle part, like if you say you go like corner to corner diagonally, or if you go straight down the middle, you're an insane person. If you go straight down in the middle, you're actually an insane person. If you go corner to corner, I don't trust you. But if you go around the sandwich and then eat the middle, we're cool. If you go around and you're at the last corner and then you eat the middle and then the corner, you're insane. I don't trust you. This is a sickness. Get away from me. Anyway, back to Disney World. Sandwiches, man. Maybe I'll do a whole episode on foods. That'd be fun. I don't know. I have to write that down in the notes. Disney World. But yeah, I remember going to the park. I was probably around, I want to say it was 2011, 2010, around that time. I don't remember. I don't remember if I was living in Disney. I don't remember if I was living in Virginia at the time, but it was around the time that I was probably in transition to living in Virginia. It doesn't really matter. But it was fun. We went to the park, and I remember we went on all the rides and all the stuff that we could go. It was the regular park. We didn't go to like any of the worlds or like the Universal Park. We just went to the regular Disney World Park. We went on the ferry. So we went to the ferry. What do boats do? We went on the ferry. We took the ferry to the park. And so to and from the park, we went on the ferry, on the water, and then we came back. Same, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The boat. I was gonna say drove, but you don't drive you might drive a boat. I don't know. If you know the term for moving a boat on the water that's not driving, flying, or whatever, let me know, because I don't know. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm just gonna let somebody else tell me. But anyway, so we took the ferry to the park, and we went on all the rides. And I remember the one ride. I know, and probably multiple other people did this. But for the first day, we were there for like maybe 2-3 days. The first day, Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain. We went on Splash Mountain, and you can ask anyone in my family something about what we did at that park. Number one thing everyone's gonna say, Splash Mountain. We went on Splash Mountain like it was nobody's business. We went on once, again. We went on twice, again. And it just the whole day. Splash Mountain, Splash Mountain, Splash Mountain, Splash Mountain. Nothing but that. And I don't know what it was about that specific ride at the time, But I think it was just because it was a simple ride. It was a nice like a show all towards, and then it was like a cool little like a split splash, and you could take your picture. And you're like so you're in there, and you know what I mean, like I'm not describing it well because it's been more than 10 years since I've been there, but I'm telling you, that was the sickest ride I've ever been on, and it is the only ride that I remember. I remember the two things I remember from Disney World: Splash Mountain and touching the castle. Now I remember that was the last thing we did before we left, because I said I want to touch the castle just so I can say I touched the castle. And so after we went on Splash Mountain at least 50 times that day, we went to the castle. We did like the tour, whatever we did. We went around it, and I'm telling you, I touched that thing, and for a week I did not wash my hands, because I was like, this is the hand that I touched the castle with. I remember it was my left hand. I was like, this is the hand that I touched the castle with. I'm not washing my hand. I want the castle stench on my hand for the rest of my life. And then of course, you know, I took a shower, so then it kind of null and void. But for like a week, I was like, my hand is outside the shower, and I'm like, I'm taking a shower, except for this hand. So I had a stinky ass hand for a minute, and then that was like the first day, and I know we were there for multiple days, but I don't remember, because childhood wonder, I guess. You know, I can't remember everything. I just remember that specifically. I remember the drive to, the morning of, and the first day. And everything else after, I don't remember. I just remembered, I got like a lightsaber at Disney World. I don't remember if it was like a copyright. I don't remember if that was like an actual lightsaber, or it was just like one of those off-brand lightsabers. I'm pretty sure it was one of the off-brand ones. I'm pretty sure Disney didn't own Star Wars at the time. Pretty sure that was a few years after they acquired Star Wars and Lucasfilms and all that. But there was like an off-brand lightsaber, and it was the dopest thing I've ever had. It was cooler than the lightsabers I had that like you flicked and then like the thing came out. I got one on my wall right now. I'm not gonna pick it up. Yeah, I am. Give me a second. Chill out on my butt. Editor, cut that out. Cut my butt out. But I got a lightsaber right here. And it wasn't like this one specific. This one's cool, because I don't know if it's going to make the sound. Hold on. Okay, it didn't make the sound, but it has a little button right here that it ejects the, well, it didn't eject the whole thing, but it ejects the lightsaber out. And it's supposed to light up and make sound, but it doesn't. It's broken. I got this at Goodwill. Again, another Goodwill haul. Little Goodwill. I got this at Goodwill. I got that at Goodwill. I go to Goodwill, man. You find some cool stuff. I gotta go today. I'm gonna go today after this video, honestly. But yeah, I got an off-brand lightsaber. I got this one now. So, of course, I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm not gonna. I could talk about Star Wars for like hours. So I'm just gonna drop it while I'm here. We're not talking about Star Wars today. We're talking about amusement parks. We're talking about Disney right now. And segue to the next one. King's Mother Dominion. Now, I'm going to put King's Dominion and Busch Gardens in the same segment, because I don't remember them being different. I know, I want to say it's Busch Gardens that has like the Halloween, the scare joint. I don't remember. I don't know if that's Busch Gardens or King's Dominion. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll put them on the list because I know I've been. And this is the story I'm going to tell for both of them, because I don't remember them individually. I remember them being one thing. They're the same park to me. I know one of them, I don't remember, I'm pretty sure it's Busch Gardens that has the one where it's like, it goes all the way the hell up, and then stops right at the top, and then it goes straight down. That ride sucks, man, because the anticipation of you, like, being up there, and it's just hanging, and you're waiting for it to drop, and then you're, whoa! I can't deal with that stress. I didn't go on it. I visualized what it was like to go on that ride, and I decided not to go on it because I couldn't handle it. There are certain rides. I'm a baby when it comes to roller coasters, and that ride was like expert level. You got to be cool guy to get on this roller coaster, and I wasn't a cool guy back then. I'm not a cool guy now. I can't even get on roller coasters. My thick ass thighs. And that's the story I'm telling right now. So if you knew me in high school, I went on a band trip to Busch Gardens or Kings Dominion. I don't remember which one. If you know, you then comment which one it was, because I don't know. But if you don't know, it was one of those. It was one of those. It was like an alien roller coaster type thing. It's like indoor roller coaster. And I went on a band trip with my friends. Well, it wasn't a band trip with friends. It was a band trip, and my friends were with me because I had friends in band. If that makes, I was cool. I promise I was cool. But so I went. So we went with. Words are hard. So we went in the my hands off frame. So we waited in that line for maybe an hour and some change. And this is the most disheartening thing. This is why I don't even bother with amusement parks anymore. Because I was too goddamn thick to get on the ride. I repeat, I was too thick to get on the ride. And what I mean by this was, not only am I tall, 6'3" by the way, ladies, hit me up. Not only am I tall, I don't know if my leg's gonna show up right here. I'm not gonna move my camera. I can't really get my legs up that high, but I feel like from my face alone and from my arms, like I'm thick. Like I'm thick. Like, hold on, let me stand up real quick. I'm thick. Like, look, I'm thick, bro. Like, OnlyFans coming this year. No, I'm kidding. But nah, but I'm thicker than that bowl of oatmeal that I described earlier. You know what I mean? And so when I went on that ride, not only am I tall, I'm thick, and those two combinations on roller coasters don't work at all. Cause I got long legs, specifically. Like, my legs are long, and so when you put the little lever down that holds you, the clink, the one that's supposed to clink, it went and it did not click. And the dude was like, "My guy, you're a little too thick to be on this ride, but you're not thick enough to ride me." Whoa! That's not what he said, but that's what I imagined in my head. I'm like, whoa, what do you mean by that, Mr. Conductor? What do you call a roller coaster operator? You just call him operator? I don't know. But yeah, he was like, you don't fit. And I was just mad. I wanted my money back. You know, I didn't really pay for it. I did pay for it to go there, but I didn't pay for like that ride specifically. Like, I went on other rides and I did other things, but that roller coaster specifically, I couldn't fit on because the thing went choo 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 choo. It's supposed to go choo 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 clink. You know what I mean? And it didn't do that. And so I'm like, you're telling me that I waited here for an hour and 30 minutes to get on this boo-boo ass ride, and I can't fit? And then, so basically, what I ended up having to do, all of my friends got on the ride. I had to hold all the stuff. I became the mom of that group so quickly because I couldn't go on the ride, so I had to hold everybody's phone, everybody's other stuff, all that other stuff, and here we are. And I'm just waiting for them to get off the ride. I had to go back through the line the opposite way. And everybody's like, boo, you suck, you're too thick, bro, you can't fit on this ride. I don't know what you were thinking. Roller coasters just weren't made for tall, thick people. It wasn't made for me, bro. And that was the most, like, this is why I don't go to amusement parks no more. The last amusement park I'm going to tell you about in a second. It's the last thing on the list. But that's the reason why I don't go to amusement parks anymore. Someone's like, oh, you want to go to Kings Dominion, Busch Gardens? No. I don't remember which park it was. All I remember is I'm done with roller coasters for the rest of my life because I'm always going to be thick and I'm always going to be tall. So there's no like, even like, I could slim down a little bit, but my ass is still going to be a dump truck. My thighs are still going to be thick. I'm not trying to get any smaller. I'm just trying to get more muscular. As you can see, I put on a couple of pounds. You know what I mean? I'm pumping iron. But I'm done with roller coasters. So if you ask me, do you want to go to an amusement park? You want to go to Disney World? You want to go to Kings Dominion? I'm just telling you no. I'm too goddamn thick for roller coasters, man. I can't do this no more. I'm kidding. Nah, but look at me. I'm too thick for that. I'm too thick for that. It's not happening. Depression. I remember you was conflicted. Misusing your influence. Let me not get copyrighted real quick. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it for those two parks. I remember one of them had turkey legs, a big ass turkey leg. I had one of those. Other than that, I don't remember anything from any of those parks except for being too thick to go on that ride. But it's still very disheartening, you know. And then I had to walk around the whole park knowing that I'm not going to wait in a line and then be there for an hour and then not be able to go on the ride at all because I'm too thick. It's ridiculous. Being tall and thick is a curse in this world because you can't do fun things. And you can't fit in pants. And if you do fit in pants, you got those pants for like a couple of months before the middle parts, because you got no thigh gap. The middle parts start ripping because it's just friction, rip. Like, don't even get me started on pants. I go through pants like I go through apple juice because I will go through them like it's nothing. I love apple juice. Shout out to apple juice, by the way. Favorite drink. But anyway, the last and final, I'm done ranting about Kings Dominion, Busch Gardens. Well, actually, I got two more. Ocean Breeze, I can't swim. We've been through this. Next. I went to Ocean Breeze like one time, and it was fun. I can't swim, but they had pool floaties. Went down a couple slides, had some fun. That's all I have to say about that. I remember I saw it on the list for a split second. I was like, oh yeah, Ocean Breeze. None of importance. I had fun. But that's it. The last one, though, surprisingly to me, first of all, I didn't know this thing existed. So it's the Adventure Park. I went to the Adventure Park with it's one of my friend's birthdays. And then when we go to the Adventure Park, we went to the Adventure Park. It was fun. I guess that counts as an amusement park. It was amusing, and it was a park. So I'm adding it to the list. It was the little zip line thing, the little obstacle course type thing where you're like strapped into a harness. I'm telling you, that day, I was so sore. My fucking legs were sore. My arms were sore. I had chafing everywhere. My butt was sore. Pause. But I'm telling you, it was like nothing you've ever seen. Because, like, you've probably seen if you've been to the Adventure Park or anything similar to it. So the first thing you do, you watch a video on safety, on how to, put the harness on, and you pick your harness and whatever. So I put my harness on, and I'm telling you, when that thing was squeezing my thighs, you can't see me pointing to my thighs, I was squeezing my thighs, in the harness, because he's like, goes in between your thighs, it's like right next to your gooch, is right in your gooch, right there, but it's safe, it's for safety, so it's on your gooch, and then like wraps around and like on you like a harness, like kind of like a parachute type of deal, and then, you have like a little cord, so the tutorial was like, you watch the video, and then the first step is you click onto like a thing, and you basically walk along a path to get the feel that first of all, you're going to need balance to go on this thing. It's like, there's a fair enough amount of balance. By the time I skated, I still do skate, not as much, but I skate. And so I had my balance, so it was easy. And so level 1 was like 2 feet off the ground. You click onto the thing, and you walk around it just to get a feel of how the ropes are going to be when you're higher up. I didn't go that high, but I went decently high. So that was level 1. Level 2 was like maybe, I want to say like 10 feet in the air, close to that. I don't know. Look it up if you want to know the exact details. I don't know. I'm just pulling from my memory. So it was like 10 feet in the air, and it was like basically like there were moments where you like it was basically like you climb, and then you zip line down to the next bit of it. And so, after you finish the first one, you start climbing. It's like kind of like you climb like a tree or like trees basically. So you climb trees and then you zip line down, and then the next part was like you go around this little wooden platform. You're on a tightrope type thing, but you're clicked in the whole time to a rope that's stable. That so even if you slip or fall, you're caught by the thing, and you're just sitting there dangling like this, like, help me, and it was fun. As big as I was, I had no damn business being on that thing. But I'm telling you, I'd go again. I'd go again in a heartbeat because it was fun. I had fun during that. And I do recommend to anyone who hasn't gone. It was a fun park. And I remember the zipline part. I don't know how people do it. That. It's gotta be, you gotta be built for that, because the zipline part, there's nothing under you, no floor. Your only lifeline, dogs, but your only, I had to take them out. I'm gonna do it in a second. If you've been hearing the dogs for a bit, they're trying to eat. In a second, it's the second I'm done recording this, they're going out. But anyway, so there's nothing under you, and you would zip line down, and the only support, your only lifeline, is the little cable that you're attached to for your harness. And I'm telling you, the grip I had on that thing, I've never felt stronger than when I was gripping that the cable that was holding me while I was sliding down the zip line. And there was one where I got stuck on it, and I had to manually push myself to the next objective or the next platform because I got stuck in the middle. I lost momentum. And I'm telling you that I recommend it, but you gotta like. I feel like if you can't get past level 2, don't go. No, don't go, but don't go past level 2. If you look down and you're like, I hate this, no, just don't do it then, But basically the whole time it's like you clip onto something, you're walking along, you clip onto the next thing, you walk along, you clip onto the zip line, then you zip down to the next platform, and you do rinse, repeat, and it's basically you go higher and higher and higher. I think I might have got close to 30, 40 feet up in the air on that thing, so if I fell, I could have broke something. If I fell on my head, I would have died. And it was cool. This is a new experience. I never thought I'd do it, but I did it. It was one of my friend's birthday, and I wanted to chill with them, so that's what we did that day. And if I had the choice to do it again, I would. But I don't have friends, so I have like one friend. So, but who cares? Anyway, enough being depressing. That is all of my amusement park stories. If you enjoyed the world's shortest podcast, subscribe to the... why am I getting sensual? Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. Like it if you liked it. And share with your friends if you want to laugh about it. Together. That's really all I got. I don't really got nothing else. I gotta go record another video. Gotta make today a useful day because I'm off today, finally. And then I'm going back to work there next rest of the week. Woo! You like my cup? That ain't jangle, don't it? I got no ice in it. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Watch if you want a video, watch that one. And if you want to subscribe, hit that button. I don't know what side it's going to be on. I'm not going to edit it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. See you on the next video. Yeah!